Hey everybody, it's Thursday. Today we're talking about the anti-Barbie movement and fake people. I really hate fake people, like a lot. Like it's like my least favorite thing in the whole world. Be who you are, be genuine. I don't know. It's just one of those things. I find the older that I get that it's harder and harder to find people who are actually genuine people. And I don't know. I actually go on and on and on about that, but I actually want to spend most of this time talking about Barbie because I am very interested in Barbie, actually. I do a lot of my research in visual culture. I took this class last semester. It was a visual culture class, and I did my final project on Barbie, actually. And so I actually know some stuff about Barbie, some really interesting, some disturbing stuff. So I'm just going to share just a little bit with you guys and just talk a little bit about how it pertains to what this channel is all about, being anti-fake. The first thing about Barbie that I think is very relevant to this whole discussion is that she was modeled after a German sex toy. In the early 1950s, there was this comic strip about this girl, and she was like this working girl, and she was out on the town all the time, and she was sassy and she was like sexually open, sexually confident. And from that comic strip, the German manufacturer made an actual doll, a doll that looked almost identical to Barbie, but this was before Barbie was made. So I think her name was like Lily or something, and she wasn't a kid's doll at first. She was made for adults because she was very, very curvy, and little kids at that time, little girls, played with mainly baby dolls, so it's kind of unheard of to think to give a sexy-looking adult woman doll to a little girl to play with. It was deemed kind of inappropriate for children, and so it was sold in adult shops, novelty shops, sex shops, and so this woman from America got a hold of one of these dolls, these German sex dolls, and I guess her daughter, she somehow saw her daughter playing with it, and got the idea for Barbie. And I guess she started Mattel or worked for Mattel or something like that. So look how identical the first Barbie is to this sex doll from Germany. Barbie was a sex doll. And that should tell you something right there. The second thing I think is really interesting about Barbie that I wanted to share with you guys is how she's evolved throughout the past 50 years that she's existed. When she was first brought to fruition in the early 1950s, there were only a couple of different types of Barbie dolls that you could get. And since then, Barbie has evolved. Barbie now does lots of jobs. She can teach your kids school. There's a pilot Barbie. There is a McDonald's Barbie. So there are different races of Barbies. African American Barbie. Here's a Chinese Barbie. But you'll notice that although Barbie can now do everything, she cannot look different than she always has. Her body has been the same throughout the whole 50 years that she's existed. You don't see a fat Barbie. You don't see a disabled Barbie. You don't see a short Barbie. You don't see a Barbie with small boobs. And so if you think about it, I think that really mirrors our culture, Western culture's view of women. And it mirrors the development of women in the past 50 years. So women can now basically do anything they want to do. They can basically do any job. They can get educated. We're very empowered in that way as women, and we've come a long way in that way, just like Barbie. But on the other hand, the idea that you can look any way has not progressed at all. We've come out of the kitchen and into the workplace, but our bodies are still shackled to that perfection, that ideal that society thinks that women should look like. And Barbie is a really good way to illustrate that, to look at the history of Barbie. For my final project for that class, I did the presentation, and then I also made a fat Barbie, a BBW plus size Barbie. So here she is. I wanted to show you guys. Her name is Beth. Let me pull up her dress there. She is plus size. There she is. Isn't she so pretty? Oh, stomach was showing there for a little bit. I had to sew this dress on, and I don't really know how to sew. So, really, this Barbie isn't even that big. I mean, she probably looks more like your average size American woman rather than a BBW Barbie. But in Barbie standards, I mean, I spent hours paper macheing her body lots and lots and lots and lots of different times, and probably added just a couple inches on here, but a couple inches on a Barbie is, like triple the size. So there she is, fat Barbie, pretty. Barbies are plastic and hollow and small and breakable, and they're the ideal woman in our society. So what does that say? I hope everyone had a great week and is going to have a wonderful weekend. And talk to you guys next Thursday. Thanks for watching. Bye.